And actually this guy can stay. I'll just draw a line right around front here for now. And believe me, this type of modeling comes with time and practice. It's kind of like chess, you know. Once you've done it enough, your brain will be able to start thinking a lot of moves ahead. So if I seem like I don't kind of have an idea what I'm kind of doing at the moment, it's just because I'm thinking a couple moves ahead. That's why sometimes the mesh looks really messy. But it's just getting everybody in position so that it'll calm down and look the way we want it to look. So right now I'm just going to merge these guys together for now. And we're going to delete where we want our light to be. So you can see now, I'll just hide the fender here, how already that's in the right position pretty much. So again, now all we need to do is just go in there and clean it up. So we have some three faces and little areas like that. We want to go in there and just kind of spruce them up and get them so that they're not going to cause any trouble or any weird stretching. We can merge these two together. And that one can get deleted. And this is going to change direction quite a bit because I want to keep a nice edge around the outside, just like we did for the door. That's key to getting everything nice and smooth. And we got a 5-sided there we can take care of. This guy can kind of come right up into there. And he's going to come over into there. Now, that little section right here is one of those sections where you're always going to probably have a 3-sided face. We can try to fix that in a little bit. But just the way it's built and the way the angle is, you want to kind of have it kind of slope down that way. So the way it is probably the way it's going to stay. But again, once we have everything built, we can go in there kind of on a 3-sided face hunt and see if we can make them into 4. And we can actually probably make it into 4 by doing this. And we'll see how it looks when we smooth, if it has a funny look to it or not. And again, just keep going in there, cleaning up any of the areas that look like they might cause you some trouble. The front's going to change quite a bit once we get it all cut up. And this can change direction. And he's going to flow right into that guy. And he'll flow right down in here. We're going to be a little pinched in there, but again, like I say, that'll all change soon. And we'll just see what this looks like coming up here. We might be able to get rid of that whole line later on, but for now, I'm going to leave it in there. What I mean by this line right here. We'll just test it out, see how it looks like it's smooth. Now, another important thing to remember every once in a while is when you're doing a lot of splitting and deleting, you get a lot of history in your channel box. Every once in a while, make sure you're at your lowest base mesh, which means the mesh that you usually do most of your editing on. You don't want it to be smooth or anything. You're going to go Edit, Delete by Type, History. And that just kind of frees up some of the history that you're building up. But again, I can't stress enough, do not delete history when you have a smooth on it, because you'll never be able to get back to this nice low mesh. So that's just something to be really aware of when you're doing that operation. Now I'm going to change this into a subdivision just to kind of see how our line is, see how it's pretty much nice in there. But at the same time, we need a little bit of work still, especially in that one area there. So I'll just see if we have any extra. There he is, vertices hanging out. And we'll just manipulate. Until we get more and more of the look that we're after. So we'll look at our front view, and you can see it's pretty close. You can do some adjusting. This can move over a little bit more. Top area can move up. And you just grab your split polygon or sculpt polygon tool. Go a little bit smaller this time because you're working a little bit smaller areas. And just dab just to kind of smooth out your area. See, this is where it gets tricky to keep it always smooth. Even if you're working strictly in NURBS, it gets really hard to keep a nice smooth surface right off the bat. You have to go in there and smooth and tweak and move things manually. And we'll just change the subdivision. We'll hide. And we'll duplicate over just to see how we're starting to come along. As you can see, it's looking pretty good. And there we have it. And that'll get all changed in a little bit as well. So I think that'll do it for this section. In the next section, what we'll do is we'll just keep continuing, and we'll work out the front a little bit more. And once we have the front all blocked out, we'll just block out the back, and then after that we can really start getting into the detail aspects of it. So again, I hope everybody's doing okay, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.